Welcome back to the RYOKO Show. I'm RYOKO. Today, I want to talk about procrastination, but from different perspective. Why is it that we want something, but we can't seem to take action? It's like we are stepping on the gas and brake at the same time. We end up procrastinating, beating ourselves up, feeling like we are failing. But the truth is, it's not because we are lazy or not motivated. Often, it's because some part of us is trying to protect us from getting hurt again. I know this personally, and because I've been there many times. And recently, I had a chance to heal my heartbreak from the past, and I thought that this would be a really good idea to share with you on my podcast. There have been so many times in my life when I wanted to move forward to chase my dream, but somehow I couldn't. I felt stuck, like something was holding me back. And at first, I didn't really understand why. It wasn't about fear of hard work or the challenges. It was deeper than that. And it was about the heartbreaks I'd experienced before. The times I put myself out there only to be told I wasn't good enough or to have my efforts dismissed, those moments left scars, and without realizing, those scars started to hold me back from trying again because I was avoiding feeling hurt and feeling that I am not good enough. When I was in Japan working on a contract for a company, my boss found out that I was planning to immigrate to Canada. I asked the record of employment from HR department to prepare my application for permanent residency. The whole immigration process was going to take few years, so I wasn't planning to quit. But when my boss found out, she said, if you're going to leave eventually, we are terminating your contract. We want people to work for a long time. And just like that, I was fired. I was heartbroken and frustrated. I was planning to honor my contract, but I got fired just for thinking about my future beyond that job. It felt unfair. I was really angry, and honestly, I feel really embarrassed too. I took getting fired as something to be ashamed of. It shook my sense of worthiness, like I wasn't good enough because I got fired. Then, once I was in Canada for a year on working holiday visa, I worked for a boss who would yell at me every single day. He constantly told me I'm not doing a good job and I'm inefficient. Every day I felt smaller and smaller, but honestly, it wasn't that I was inefficient. The workload was just way too much. And the person I replaced used to take work home, work late at night, and even on weekends. And I had no idea. And no wonder my boss thought that I was slow at completing tasks and I was inefficient. Later, I got my permanent residency in Canada, and I wanted to switch my career from international business to education. I was working in international business in Mexico, but I wanted to go back to educational field. But when I looked for a job as a Spanish teacher, someone told me, because I'm not a native speaker, no one wants to learn Spanish from me. And when I was told that, I took that to heart and I started to regret that I had majored in Spanish. I kept telling myself that I should have chosen something more practical and technical so that it would be easier to land a job as a newcomer. And with every one of these heartbreaks, I started holding myself back more and more without realizing. It became harder to take step toward my dream or to even dream because deep down I was scared of being rejected again. I ended up going back to international business industry because I can use my language skills and experience I gained from Mexico. But deep down, I knew that that was not my passion. My passion was teaching. But I stayed in that job for 12 years because I was afraid of dreaming again. When we don't take actions, it's easy to label ourselves. We are lazy, we have no discipline, or we can't get things done. But often the truth is we are protecting ourselves from old pain. The inner voice says, don't start. It's not going to work. It's usually just trying to keep you safe because last time you tried, it hurt. Your nervous system remembers. So it makes sense that even your conscious mind says, I really want to do this. But your body and heart say, please don't go through that pain again. So what can we do? The first step is to acknowledge that part of yourself, not with judgment, but with kindness. You can say something like, I see you. I understand it was very painful and you are very disappointed, but you are doing your best. This is a really powerful healing exercise because when that part of you feels seen and safe, you can take back the energy and power you left behind in those painful memories. Next, recognize that not taking action doesn't mean you are stuck forever. And actually, it means you are making a choice. You are choosing not to act right now, and that's okay. But once you realize it's a choice, not something happened to you, it changes everything. That shift in perspective gives you a power back. It reminds you that you are in control and that when you are ready, you can choose differently. Here is something I want you to remember. You are not failing and you are making a choice. Even if the choice is I'm not ready yet, it's still your choice. It's not your fear's choice. And that's powerful to remember. You don't have to be fearless. You just have to be honest with yourself and take one step at a time. You've already survived so much, and you've already done hard things. And those heartbreaks, they've been part of your journey. And of course, they've shaped you in some ways, but they don't define you. They don't have to decide what your future looks like. It's still up to you. So today, what's one small, safe, kind step you can take toward what you really want? Start there, and that's more than enough. Thank you so much for listening, and that's all for today. If this spoke to you, please share it with your friends. And just a reminder, you are not behind, you are on your path, and keep going. Until next time, keep shining.